Similar figures are figures that are the same shape, but they have a different size. So for example, if I had a square and then I drew a rectangle beside it, these would not be similar figures because they aren't the same shape. Okay, so not a similar figure. But if I drew a bigger square, okay, this shape here and this shape here would be similar figures. They'd be similar shapes because they have the same shape, but they are a different size. The real example comes out when you're dealing with triangles or oddly angled quadrilaterals. If that's angle A, angle B and angle C, I'm not going to put numbers on them. I don't need to for this. Okay, and this has also angle A, B and C, then these two triangles are said to be similar because they have the same shape. Okay, and this length here is little l, this length here is big L. So they're different size, so we can work out something called the scale factor, K. Okay, so K equals what's called the scale factor. Okay, so it's really what you multiply the smaller one by to get the bigger one, and that's what we're going to have a look at now and how to use in a question. Scale factor can be worked out by doing the length of image divided by the length of original. Okay, so K equals that, the length of the image divided by the length of the original. If K is less than 1, okay, that means you are shrinking. Okay, if K is greater than 1, it means you are enlarging. So if you're asked to work out the scale factor and between a smaller one and a bigger one, and the original is the smaller one, then your K should come out bigger than 1. If you end up with a K smaller than 1, you've done this the wrong way around. You need to reverse it. Okay, so for an actual example, we'll do the question 1 from exercise 7E, where that's 200, that's X, that's Y, that's 70, that's 50, and that's 50. Ooh. Okay, so if this is a question we're working on, we've been asked to find out X and Y and the scale factor. So what we look for first is sides that have the same length. Or not the same length, sorry. Sides that have, like we have that length on both shapes, and that's this side here. We have that length on both shapes. So if this is my original, if I could spell, it'd be much easier. If this is my original and this is my image, okay, because the image is missing the values, so my original goes from 50 to 200. So if I'm going to work out the scale factor, okay, K, it's equal to the length of the image, which was 200, divided by the length of the original, which is 50. So my scale factor is 4. This makes it really, really easy to work out X and Y, because to get from here my original to here my image, all I need to do is multiply by 4, multiplied by my K. So if I want to work out X, it's the original, which is 70, multiplied by my scale factor, which is 4, which gives me a length of 280. If I want to work out Y, I use this value here. I do the same thing. Y equals my original times by my scale factor, which will give me a length of 200. So those three, so K being 4, X being 280 and Y being 200, are the answer to that question. So once you work out the scale factor, everything else should be fairly easy.